Why are dialect and accent often confused? Imagine hearing someone speak and thinking you know where they are from just by how they sound. But do you really understand what makes their speech unique? People often mix up dialects and accents because both relate to how people speak, but they are actually quite different. An accent is about pronunciation, how words sound, the tone, and rhythm. It's like the way someone's voice carries their regional flavor. A dialect, on the other hand, is broader. It includes pronunciation but also covers vocabulary, grammar, and expressions used by a group. For example, a dialect might have its own words for common things or specific ways of forming sentences. The confusion comes because accent is part of a dialect. When people talk about how someone sounds, they usually mean just the pronunciation, calling it an accent. But dialects include all the language features that make speech unique to a region or community. Take the example of someone from the southern United States. They might have a distinct dialect that includes special words, grammar rules, and a certain pronunciation. If they just have a southern accent, it means only their way of pronouncing words is different, not necessarily their vocabulary or grammar. Another reason people get confused is because everyday language often uses the words interchangeably. People might say someone has a British accent when they mean they speak with a British dialect. But linguists see accent and dialect as different things. Some think accent only refers to how someone sounds when speaking a second language. But accents are found within native languages too. For example, someone from Australia might have an Australian accent, even if they speak English perfectly. To keep it simple, remember this. Accent is about how you say words. Dialect is about how you speak your language overall, including words, grammar, and pronunciation. Knowing this helps us understand language better. When learning a new language or exploring different cultures, recognizing dialects shows us how people express themselves differently. Accents reveal the sound differences that make speech unique. For example, you might say, "He has a strong Irish accent," which tells you about pronunciation. Or, "She speaks a Scottish dialect," which indicates vocabulary and grammar differences. Understanding the difference helps us appreciate language diversity. It shows how culture, region, and community shape the way people communicate. It also helps us avoid confusing someone's way of speaking with their entire language or identity.